Hi, I'm Jeremiah Edwards, and I'm here with the Moore Public Library, part of the Pioneer Library System, and today we're going to talk to you about pinhole cameras and how to make them. So what is a pinhole camera? A pinhole camera is exactly kind of what it sounds like. It's taking a very small pin, putting a hole in a container, something that has no light inside of it, so there's no holes or filters except for the one that you put in it, putting in some photographic paper, and then letting the sun do the job for you to take a natural photo. So we're going to learn about that today. So the things that you're going to need to make your pinhole camera are some kind of a container. Today I'm using a tea can, something nice and tall that the paper can fit in. I'm going to need some duct tape, a straight pin, photographic paper, and of course I'm going to need some metallic paint. So you're going to need to get some kind of a container. Today I'm using a large tea can, and you're going to need to cut off the top of it. So I went ahead and cut off the top. You can either use scissors. I used an angle grinder at home and just cut her off the rim. Just note that that is going to be a little sharp, even so you may want to sand it or dull it down or wear some gloves that is going to protect your hands. So you're going to need to actually do this to two cans. The reason being, you're going to have one that is the body and one that is the lid that we're going to tape together. Now notice on the inside, I did spray paint with the metallic paint, nice and black on the inside, because we want to make this as dark as possible. Because the light, any and all light that gets onto the photographic paper is going to start developing it and is going to start creating a natural image on it. So the next thing you need to do is to get a nice straight pin. And you're going to make a little hole around the middle of it. So I like to find somewhere right about in the middle. And you're going to push, and this is the fun part, and you make a little hole. And you kind of push in a little bit, and then make sure when you look inside of it, which is kind of hard for you to see, but I can see it, I can see some daylight coming in through. And if I cover it, boop, I know that it's working. So you can then, if you want to, you can take a little piece of sandpaper and sand that off. The next thing you're going to need to do is take some photographic paper. We're using Ilford's Multigrade Deluxe Pearl today. It's a white and black and white photographic paper. And this, you're going to notice when you open it, it's in a very thick black bag. And that's because any and all light that gets on this is going to start affecting it. It's going to start developing the photo. So this is something that I like to do either in the dark or in the closet, or like under my desk at work sometimes. Is you're going to go in and you're going to put your hand into the paper, make sure everything's nice and dark. You can even turn the lights off, and you're going to feel for the smooth, shiny edge. And that's the edge that you're going to pull out, and you're going to place it inside your can or container, and you're going to make sure that you line it up with, right here is the hole, and we're going to put the paper on the inside. Simply slide that in, make sure it's nice and secure. You put your topper on, and that makes sure that the only light that's coming in is from our pinhole. Then you're going to take a piece of duct tape, or whatever good thick tape that you have. Gaffer's tape works really well. And you're just going to tape that on. And it's okay if it doesn't look great. It just needs to be able to hold the paper and not develop anything. Now also, you're going to want to put a piece of tape over your pinhole. This is going to act as a shutter to make sure that your paper is not being developed while everything else is going on. And so now you take this lovely pinhole camera that we've made out of a tea can or a small box, and you're going to go outside and you're going to point it at whatever you're wanting to get a photograph of. Make sure that you open and take that piece of tape off the shutter so that it can start recording and taking that nice photo for you. And it's best if it's pointed towards the south, because that's where the sun usually is here in North America. And so you're going to point it in that direction. You're going to tape or put rocks on it so it doesn't move. And you're going to leave it there for anywhere from a week or up to an entire year. Once your photo is done, you're going to make sure that you put the tape back over the hole to cover it up. The next thing to do is we're going to develop the photo. And how we do that is we're going to scan it with a scanner. We have several scanners here at the library that you can use. And I like to take it, make sure that everything is still dark in it, because stopping the light stops it from developing. And we're going to get close to the scanner, take the tape off. This is always a fun part. If you have kids, they love doing this because they get to hear all the fun sticky bits come off. You're going to take and open it up, and then you're going to get the paper out. And then you're going to have your paper, put it face down onto the scanner, and let it scan right in. And then from here, we're going to go to the computer. I'm going to show you what we do from there. All right, now we have got our photo downloaded from the scanner. We're going to go ahead and open it. I'm going to right-click it. I'm going to open it up in paint.net. There we go. This is a software that's typically free, so this should be something that everyone has access to, or your other favorite photo editing software. Next, I'm going to use the rectangle select tool up here in the top left-hand side. And we're going to select pretty much just our photo that our camera took for us. Then we're going to go up here to the top. You're going to see this little thing here. It's going to crop it down to just that. And boom. Now, when we look at our photo, that doesn't look like, this looks like a really, really aged photo. So the first thing we have to do is go up to Adjustments, and we're going to invert the colors. And all of a sudden, ooh, this looks like a really cool photo. Now you can leave it like that so it kind of has like this nighttime look to it. Or typically what most people do is they go ahead and they're going to turn the image black and white. And boom, look at that. We've got a nice black and white photo that we took with a camera. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to up the exposure just a little bit because there's a lot of details down here that we're really not seeing. And that's okay. We're just going to give it a little bit more extra exposure, bring up those details. Click OK. And there we go. There's our photo, all nice and pretty. Next thing, all we have to do is go ahead and take that photo and print it off. I went ahead and printed mine. This is one that I did for a week, and it is one that we made out at the community garden here at the Moore Public Library. We're more than happy to help you get through this process, and we hope to see you soon. Make sure to check us out on YouTube and any of our other social media, and don't forget to double check any and all of our events on the event page, because you're going to get to do all kinds of cool stuff like make pinhole cameras and all other kinds of activities. So we'll see you around, and have a good day.